Hi students, good morning. Welcome back to your lecture English with your teacher Veena Iyer over here. So since we have completed with the lesson Weeds in the Garden in English, I guess you all have enjoyed the lesson and understood some of the values that is being brought up in the lesson. So now today we are heading up with some of the question answers or vocabularies of the lesson in this particular video for you all. Let's begin with the first question. Now, these questions given in this particular slide is taken from the paragraph which begins from most of the parents till whole of it came out. So, in between these, we have a set of questions given over here. The first one is for you. When do parents feel sorry and become unhappy? Parents feel so sorry and become unhappy when they cannot indulge their kids or when they have so scold them. When even scolding has no effect, parents become very unhappy. Next, what did Anshuman's parent use to make Anshuman realize his bad habits? To make Anshuman realize his bad habits, his parents began to warn him time and again. They used gentle words, strict warnings, and even a scolding now and then. They lovingly and gently tried to correct him in every way possible. Next, what did Anshuman's father want him to pull out from the ground? We all know it. Anshuman's father wanted to pull out a weed from the ground. Very good. Now, next set of questions we have from the paragraph then his father till on the farm with his father. First question over here. Why could Anshuman not uproot the weed? We know it better. Do you know? Anshuman could not uproot the weed because it had grown into a big plant and its roots had gone too deep into the soil. How did they get the weed out? Anshuman's father brought some tools. We know because Anshuman cannot do it. Hence, what did his father do at last? He brought some tools. They dug around the weed and then with great effort they pulled that big weed from the ground. What did Anshuman's father compare bad habits to? Anshuman's father compared bad habits to weeds, which we have learned in the last paragraph of the lesson. The longer you allow them to grow, the harder it is to uproot them, was the saying given by Anshuman's father to Anshuman. Even that applies to you all also, children. Remember that. Now, some additional questions from the entire lesson has been put up by me in the slide, which is helpful to you all to learn the topic much better. What did Anshuman never forget throughout his life? Throughout his life, Anshuman never forgot the early morning walk where he had on the farm with his father. What did Anshuman's father do while taking him around the farm? Anshuman's father described the specialities of various plants, vines, bushes, and trees while taking him around the farm, which is in the second part. How did Anshuman's parents want to correct their son? Anshuman's parents wanted to be loving and gentle while correcting their son. Even your parents are the same. They never scold you first. They try to be polite to you by saying you what is wrong and what is right. But when you don't listen, they start their actions towards you. Next, where did Anshuman and his parents go to stay? Anshuman and his parents went to stay on his grandfather's farm. I guess you all are understanding the topic well with these question answers. Okay, now it's the time for some vocabulary. Let's stop with question answers and begin with this. Here are some phrases given to you all. The phrases are short sentences. I should not say proper sentences. It's an incomplete meaning, a group of words with incomplete meaning, which we get normally in all the sentences that we speak or write. Similarly, from this lesson also I have taken up some phrases for you all, and what you have to do is frame your sentences. Now I have listed some of the phrases and framed my own sentence. But even children, it's not compulsory to write the same sentence in your books. You can even go up with your own words and write the proper phrase for that particular sentence. Now, first phrase, in vain. We know what is in vain. So, Nisha's mother tried to make her study hard, but it was all in vain. That means it was of no use. Get a hold over. We should not let laziness get a hold over us, something under our control. If you are allowing laziness to be, then lifelong we'll be lazy for all the work. So never get laziness to get a hold over us. To get rid of. Though Ramya tried hard, she could not get rid of the sticky tape stuck to her shoe. Simply, the meaning of the sentence is if you're walking somewhere and a chewing gum is kept below and you're stamping or tapping on it, and what happens? It gets stuck up into your shoe or whatever you're wearing. So to get rid of, we try to get rid of that particular chewing gum from our shoe wear, but we cannot do so. To get rid of. To no avail. The courtiers tried to make the king laugh, but to no avail. It was no success for them. Add proper prefixes. Prefixes means words are given. Before the word, you have to add some additional letters like up, un, dis, in, etc. First one, happy, unhappy, root, uproot, believe, disbelieve, continue, discontinue, noticed, unnoticed, civilized, uncivilized, effective, ineffective. So these were the set of questions for you from the lesson Weeds in the Garden. I guess you all have understood the question answers. If any doubts, please come up with your doubts in the comment section or in the DCS. Thank you.